The garage. The garage. I will miss the garage a lot. There's a lot of that took place here, a lot of hobbies, a lot of things, and I'll go through some of them. In the background, I can see the water heater. That actually went out twice. One time I just blew the pilot out with a leaf blower. Now I try to avoid that, but the second time it actually busted and water was everywhere. I had to replace it. Roommates said, hey, there's no hot water. So for a few days, I had cold showers. That was not fun. But anyway, on to the garage. Well, it's gone now because I already sold it, but my 3D printer was here in a big box, and that was actually a fun project. And that's something that kind of has to be done outside, or it's best because of the fumes. But I did print a few nice things and cool, mostly utilitarian things I needed, gadgets and stuff. Even one is in my car right now, so they're on my desk, one's on the washing machine. So I used it a lot. I'll miss that. It's nice being able to 3D print or just having an idea of something you need or want and be able to make it happen. But well, I could still get another one, maybe a smaller one. This thing took up a lot of space. So the 3D printing, yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, a fun hobby. It's just one of those fun hobbies that I'll miss for a while, the ability, but I didn't use it that much. And of course, being a garage, there was a lot of working on cars, my car. Nothing too major, I wasn't painting it. I remember those days of painting cars. I never even rebuilt the engine. I don't know if I could on these modern engines, but definitely replacing tires, brake pads, even rotors, so that kind of stuff was very helpful. So I had all my tools and I could work on the cars. But I guess the number one thing is washing and waxing. I did that most of the time, not as much in the drought, but washing and waxing was nice, and just be able to clean the car and vacuum. Obviously those can be done at places, but it was kind of cool to be able to do it here. Yeah, even something like a jack stand, it's like, or a floor jack. It's like, do I bring a floor jack? Do I keep that? That's a tougher decision. I'll have to kind of think about that, because I really can't work on cars unless you're in a home. Greetings. Well, as I'm downsizing a lot of my possessions, I have come across this cuckoo clock. It actually was my parents for many years, but they moved and they handed over some of the stuff that I guess left there. Actually, I think this was kind of a gift that they had for many years, and because I made this about 20, yeah man, it's been a while, a long time. I made this for a show. It was for Crazy For You, and the reason is that there was a scene where they had to deal with a cuckoo clock and get shot, and the bird falls out and feathers explode. And I realized that it was going to be probably not in the show unless someone, because who has that lying around? So I figure sometimes the directors just say, "Oh, let's just cut that," because come on. So I volunteered. I said, "I'll just make one, so that way we have it." I didn't want it to get lost. It was a very near and dear show to me because I had a really good role. Bobby Child, I think it was Bobby Child. Anyway. Yeah, so I wanted to keep all the stuff I could. I even wanted to play a piano that automatically starts playing, but that would have been harder to make. I think I probably even volunteered for that, but they said, there's got to be a limit. So I did make this. This was actually with a no designs. I just looked at a cuckoo clock and just modeled it after. Used a Dremel, bought some wood, bought some stain, bought a real clock is on the middle inside here. So and it used to work. The hands are a little, nothing really works now. I'm not going to keep it just because what would I do with it? Yeah, I can put it on a wall, but again, it doesn't really work. It's not even a real cuckoo clock, but it's a memento, something to remember, and I have fond memories of it, but I'll just, I'll have the video now, and it'll always be in my mind. Yeah, so what it is, it's a cuckoo clock. I think it used to have the hands or arms that kind of came out there. The top would come off. And inside was a little cuckoo. So after the bullet kind of ricocheted around, it was supposedly hit the clock, and you hear cuckoo, cuckoo. And I think there would be like a flash of feathers, which were done with like a party popper. If you ever need to do a Crazy For You, this is good to know. The party popper would explode and it would blow feathers out because I put the front with, I stuff it with feathers. So they do that, and then I had the little bird on a string, whatever, and someone from behind the wall. So this would be mounted on the wall, and then from the other side of the wall, they pull the string and then just push the little rod. It would poke the bird out and it would fall on a string, and that would be it. That was a lot of work to build for just a little 5-second gag. Again, I would have built the player piano too, but yeah, this was kind of neat. So it's just, it's got the insides of a real well, not a real cuckoo clock, but, and again, this was just, I could probably take that out now. Yeah, that would have been a real clock with batteries. I don't know if there's any still in there. And this part, I mean, I could put batteries in, but just not. Just to get a light in the load. So, it's cool. It's fun to build. I don't know where I found the bird from. I think someone actually donated it from another clock, a cuckoo clock. So, I don't know. It was fun. I am glad I made it, but I don't want to keep it. And I just thought I should record a video of it so I can always remember my cuckoo clock, at least on video. So that's it. Cuckoo clock, crazy for you. Fun project. Highly recommend doing stuff like that. The studio. I didn't do a lot of, I don't know, I did projects here and there, but I did set up green screens. This is one. The green screen lights, probably selling those. The huge green screen right there, that's not up, but that one actually covers a lot of ground. That was up in the corner for a while, or not the corner, but the sidewall. But I put this one up temporarily, and yeah, it's a little easier. I might sell this kit, I don't know, well, we'll see about that. But yeah, as a studio, the garage came in handy quite a lot over the years. That was fun, some of the projects we did here in the studio, the makeshift studio. I think first and foremost, this was a gym. I mean, as you can see, the 55-pound, we got the 35s, 25. These 35s I've had since 2005. Yeah, and look at the floor. We got the nice, I don't know, workout mats. TV, that is a pretty big TV for working out. My computer pad to kind of track my workouts. So yeah, oh, and one of my favorite pièce de résistance is the pull-up bar. That actually got a lot of use out of. Won't be able to put that up for a little while. I mean, I wouldn't keep that one. I'll just leave it there. But yeah, the rings, the stretchies, things, that was pretty fun. Yeah, the Nautilus definitely stays. You can't use the Nautilus. I'll miss that. Yeah, that machine got a lot of use. But yeah, for now, no more Nautilus. Hey, maybe I'll come pick it up someday. Yeah, and a few accessories towards that would be that little, I don't know, extra things, accessories to go on. So yeah, the gym, the home gym. I kept this for now. This actually is, well, 2 pieces of plywood with a lot of wood underneath. This is my top board. I practiced for singing in the rain. And yeah, nice thing is to be able to come out and practice. I got a lot of use out of that. And then with the TV, I could follow the lessons, but I'll miss the board. The other side is the side I actually use. Most of the time I turned it over. But the other side's got all the scuff marks and stuff. This looks unused, and it pretty much is so far. But I'm gonna try and practice a little more in the next couple months, just because, I mean, no real reason. Why not? Well, that is about it for the garage. 12 years of just different things. Like I said, the hobbies, I built an electric bike. I had to buy the bike, I had to buy the kit, put it all together, rode for a while, and then eventually took off the electric stuff because I wasn't really using it, and then I just sold the bike. So no more of either one of those things. The hobbies were fun. Yeah, whatever I wanted to do, I could come out here and do. I even had to get a heater, propane heater for the cold winter months where I'd have to warm the place up for a while for workouts or just doing things. Yeah, I miss this garage. I remember even storing a bunch of food when I was doing some strict calorie restriction. I had little baggies full of food, all stored up, and I guess rats found it, so a lot of the baggies were bitten into, and the food was eaten by a rat, so that didn't last too long, but it was fun to try. Yeah, good old garage.